Mario, please!
Goodbye, Cell.
Waluigi! No!
So I know what you're thinking. There must be a reason that he put this little clip in the video, and it must be extremely important to the overarching nature of the entire video as a whole. Nope. Just wanted to give my boy Devil Artemis some shine and tell you guys that this shit was the funniest clip that I've seen in a long ass time. Shout out to Devil Artemis, link in the description. But for real though, you guys are gonna lose your shit when you realize what I found. The missing arc to Dragon Ball Super.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So after I scoured the 7 seas, climbed the tallest mountain, braved the densest jungle, survived the hottest desert, I finally found it. I found the missing Dragon Ball Super arc. I found it, and you guys are going to be extremely excited for what I have to tell you right now. Well, for starters, this isn't really Dragon Ball Super technically. This is Dragon Ball Z. And another thing, this is the Resurrection of F version of the manga, or at least fan manga. That's right. One guy, one brave soul decided, you know what? I don't like the fact that the Dragon Ball Super manga skipped the entire Resurrection of F arc. I don't like that. So you know what? I'm going to put pen to paper and create my own thing. My own Resurrection of F arc. And what does that look like? Well, a lot like the actual Resurrection of F arc. Actually, it's almost identical. I think it's extremely easy to say at this point in time that Resurrection of F had a lot of problems. The movie had a lot of problems, and the anime especially had a lot of problems. And actually, the latter half of that statement is 100% still valid. The anime recreated this arc completely unfaithfully with no love and care, and it was complete and utter garbage. Honestly, I skipped the entire thing when I first watched Dragon Ball Super anime and went straight to the Universe 6 tournament. I started out at the Battle of Gods and jumped right to the Universe 6 survival tournament. But looking back on it, the actual movie was actually not that bad. A lot of people had a lot of hang-ups like years later, especially now where we're spoiled with Dragon Ball Super Broly and its huge leaps and bounds in animation and style. Yeah, we're extremely spoiled right now. And so it's easy to look back on the Resurrection of F arc and be like, yeah, it was terrible. Can't really watch that movie anymore. But if you rewatch that movie now, it's its own thing, and it does what we want from Dragon Ball extremely well, but unfortunately not as well as Dragon Ball Super Broly did. Now, Dragon Ball Super Broly had the story and the fighting and action throughout the entire movie. Actually, if anything, more than 80% of the movie was an entire fight scene, similar to Resurrection of F. The problem is that Resurrection of F didn't have a story. There was no lore, there was no heart really coming from that movie. It was basically just Frieza coming back, and then we found out a little bit about Goku and Vegeta's training with Whis, and there you go. Huge battle, climax, end of the movie. So yeah, looking back on it, it is kind of dated, but there are a lot of things to love here, especially the creation of Golden Frieza. At the time, everybody was losing their shit that Frieza had a new transformation and it was gold. I remember there were tons and tons of videos coming out. This is obviously before I started doing YouTube. Resurrection of F is a huge milestone in the Dragon Ball community, and it is something huge that happened to all of us. It's something that definitely created certain empires and reinvigorated the Dragon Ball drive for the entire community that's been lost for more than a decade. So we begin with Frieza turning golden, and he is now Golden Frieza. And now I feel like years later, I can sort of judge this transformation, the way it looks, just off this manga. I mean, I do it anyway with other Dragon Ball fan mangas. When something happens, I describe my feelings about what this transformation looks like, or the new transformation. So this one, I'm not going to hold any punches. The Golden Frieza look is amazing. I mean, a lot of people really wanted him to look like something out of, say, Alien or something. Like, he should have had all these appendages. He should have been really big. I mean, Dragon Ball Multiverse really went overboard when it came to the future of the Frost Demon or the Arcosian's design, whichever one you want to call them. But Toriyama decided, now I'm going to go extremely simple. I mean, I went simple with Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, which at the time, remember, was Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, whew, that's a mouthful. So he decided to do the same thing here with Golden Frieza, and he basically just made him Frieza with a little bit more muscles, maybe some of his body parts a little bit more emphasized, and he has a brow just like Super Saiyan 3. That's basically it, besides the fact that now he's golden. He's got a little bit of a brand new color scheme. So I actually think this is brilliant. I always was more in the camp that transformations need to look vastly different. Like, you need to be a brand new, completely new person when you transform, usually in Dragon Ball or other anime. But this really honed me in on the simple factor, and I would say Super Saiyan God definitely honed me in on the simple factor, seeing as how I was extremely mad when I first saw Super Saiyan God. I thought it just looked like Goku in his Kaioken. But as time has gone on, I've actually enjoyed that transformation more, way more than Super Saiyan Blue, and that is something that we're going to see here in a second. So as you can tell, most of the dialogue here is pulled right out of the movie, except for this line right here, awesome. I don't remember Goku saying that when he sees Golden Frieza, but I like its inclusion here. I definitely like that Goku's awestruck with Frieza, and I think that Goku has a little bit of bromance with Frieza. I think he really likes him. I think he wants Frieza to be a good guy at some point, but in some deep level, he likes the fact that he's always bad. That way he can always fight him and kind of give him his all. And he knows that Frieza is the epitome of what a creature that has unlimited potential is. I mean, again, he even says in this fan manga that Frieza has gotten to the point that he's gotten very, very quickly, and Goku had many, many years of blood, sweat, and tears before he even got to that point. But here we go, Super Saiyan Blue, and I gotta say, I am not extremely happy with this transformation. I thought that the power-up scene for both Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku was unique and cool. It almost looked like he was going into the Digiverse or something, but besides that, there really isn't much to this besides Super Saiyan with blue hair dye. And so I definitely soured on this transformation as Dragon Ball Super has gone on, but I definitely liked the way it was done in Broly, because Broly realized that, yeah, we need to make Super Saiyan Blue as flashy as possible, because this is the top tier transformation as of right now. Besides MUI, not counting it, this is the top tier transformation. So yeah, we get Super Saiyan Blue Goku is something that a lot of you guys definitely have forgotten how awesome it is, because that fight, bar none, is one of the coolest fights in all of anime. There is so many callbacks to the original fight between Goku and Frieza. It's fucking insane. Plus, this is probably the first time that we've seen, like, well, in the movie, we've seen, like, the CGI thing done where we see Goku and Frieza fight. Don't take my full word on that. I'm not exactly sure if that is the first time, but that's the first time I saw it. And so, at the time, I thought it looked really cool. Obviously, Broly has done it better, but it's been many, many years since then. But this fight is really, really cool, and when it's done in manga form, in my opinion, it's even better. The artist really watched this fight like at least 1 billion times to get every little frame, every little part of this fight, so he can stop it and put it on a panel, because all of it's here. The entirety of the fight, every little move is here. It's pronounced, it's sleek, And it's something that I can finally see without having to watch the fight a lot of times, because the fight is extremely fast paced, while this, again, is slower. It's manga. So Frieza realizes that Beerus is here, and we get the same line that we did from the movie, that he thinks that Beerus is going to interrupt his revenge, and Beerus is like, nah, I'm just here to relax. I'm a god of destruction. I don't get into anything. I don't really meddle with anything, which is the complete opposite of Whis. So this little exchange that we have here is something that I definitely liked in the movie. I like it here because it's the first time that we really see the baddest motherfucker in Dragon Ball Z talk to the baddest motherfucker in Dragon Ball Super. And when I say baddest, I know Cell and Boo were much stronger. I'm just talking about like in character and design and just popularity. Goku and Vegeta basically tell Frieza that he is doomed to lose this fight, mainly because of the fact that he hasn't trained this form very long and he's just coming straight here to fight right away. So they know that is a problem and he doesn't see it that way. You guys remember what the movie was about. And then we get more of a fight here, and that is when the manga ends. We don't actually get the whole thing. I'm not exactly sure if it's a chapter 2 or not, but I'm gonna leave a link to this so you guys can go ahead and check it out from this creator. You guys can go ahead and let me know what you think of the Resurrection of F manga. If you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, if you guys wish there was brand new stuff added to it, because that was literally the only thing that I was missing, that new stuff was added to it. Because remember, Toyotaro does things a lot different than the anime and the movies, and this seemed like it was just doing it straight out of the movie. So it really didn't seem like something that would fit 100% into the manga, like if Toyotaro was doing it. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think of the Resurrection of F manga. This is going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care, guys.